Now, joining us in the studio is someone that I can only describe as the weirdest apple eater I've ever met. He is also the WBO Cruiserweight Champion of the world. Chris Billam-Smith joins us. Hello, Chris Billam-Smith.
Hello, mate.
I'm good. How are you?
Yeah, very well, thank you. Thanks for having me on.
It's our pleasure. So, the last 5 minutes, you and I were chatting in the crest there, and I got absolutely crucified for how I eat a banana, which, in case people have just turned on their radio, I peel it all down, get rid of the peel, and then hold the banana and eat it. And you poo-pooed it. They poo-pooed it.
I mean, the weirdest bit was you ate the little bit at the end, which everyone breaks off.
The nipple of the banana.
Yeah, I feel like you didn't even mean to do that yourself, but...
Remember what you just said, right? That
so I would peel and eat as I'm going along.
But remember he said the weirdest bit was that I ate the bottom bit?
Yeah.
When you eat an apple, Benty, what do you do with the pips?
Spit them out.
Right.
Into a bin.
What do you think the champion does?
Eats them.
Yeah. Now, did your mum not tell you when you were a kid that you'll have an apple tree growing inside your stomach?
Yeah, and I'm still waiting for it to grow. I'm still waiting. It'll take ages, I'm telling you. Coming out my ears.
How are you, Chris Billam-Smith?
Yeah, very well, thank you.
You've got a long name. What can I call you? What do your mates call you?
Chris.
My close mates call me Bill or Billam.
Okay.
But yeah, then CBS in the gym most of the time.
All right. Billsy? Anyone go Billsy?
No, you can call me that if you want.
Billsy, I like that. Billsy works for me.
I'm going Chris.
So, Christopher. We just call you world
Can we
champion.
champ?
Yeah, I mean, that's become more common.
That's nice, that, champ. Yeah. How are you? Are you all right? You well?
Yeah, very well, thank you.
What are you up to at the moment? What are you doing?
Training away. Yeah, been over in Leighton in the gym, and been training away for the last 6 to 8 weeks.
What are you training for?
A defence against my old mate Richard Riakpore,
right.
which is hopefully going to get finalised soon. Hasn't been issues on our part. I think it's just got down to finding the right venue and the rest of the show, whether it's going to be like a 2 headliners on one show, like a massive show, or it's just going to be us headlining. So just waiting for that to be finalised.
I think when he was in last, he was saying about the venue is it going to be at Crystal Palace? Is it going to be at Bournemouth? I think that was the stumbling block because of the supporters or something.
Yeah, that hasn't really been a stumbling. I don't think it'll be in Bournemouth now because I think they're looking at June. And I know the club would. I think they have like one weekend a year, which was obviously we had last year. So I think it'll be in London. Whether it be at Selhurst or not, I don't know. I quite like it to be at the O2 because that's where we boxed last time. So it'd be nice to.
I didn't want to mention that.
Get the revenge.
What happened? What happened last? I know what happened. You obviously lost, but what happened? Why did you lose?
Good question. No, there was a bit of an experience for me. I mean, on the night and even now watching it back, when you know what you're looking for with the work that I do, we thought I was winning the fight and stuff like that because I work a lot on the inside and sometimes it gets missed, that work. But look, it was a close fight, could have gone either way. He got it on the night, but that's a very, very different version of me.
How early in your career was that? You had 19 fights, right?
Yeah, that was
what
my
number
10th.
Was that? That was number 10. So halfway through your
so I've
career
had 20 now, yeah.
Yeah. When you look back at a fight, do you is it easy to find out or figure out what you were doing wrong on the night, or was there one particular round that you lost it? Is it the whole fight?
No, there's things that you do through the fight which might have been a mistake from a game plan point of view. And yeah, there was a few things in that fight that I should have touched up on. There's a few rounds here and there and a few moments as well where you're making mistakes. But there's obviously lots of positives to take from fights as well, especially when they're that close. But yeah, like I said, a much different version of me that was.
Do you think that you both probably, as fighters, have grown? You've grown, obviously, you've become world champion. He's got better and better in his fights. Do you expect the fight then to be a little bit similar to the first fight, but you two still on you're different levels, but the similar type of fight? Like, you're not going to be going hell for leather to try and take each other's head off, that kind of cagey from the first one?
You haven't watched enough of my fights, Bentley. I don't do cagey. People like watching me fight because it's entertaining. Yeah, I don't do cagey fights, but no, I think it'll be a lot higher level than what we were last time, especially from my part. I think because I don't know how much I've improved since, even in the last couple of years, I've improved so much. But yeah, he's improved as well. So yeah, it should make for a great fight.
Is there more pressure on you, not necessarily fighting him, but pressure on you because you are champion? So you're not just going in and possibly you could lose another fight, but you could lose your belt, right?
Yeah, for sure. I don't want to lose the belt. Obviously, I don't want to lose to him again. I want to put the
that
first.
Would be horrible, wouldn't it?
Yeah, it would. It would be horrendous. So that's a lot of motivation for me, and that's obviously not the plan.
Sorry, now you champion. I I don't know if we've asked you this before, but has your life changed drastically? Because I almost feel like you see boxers with the belt, and it's like wow, and then without the belt, it's almost like, has your life changed much?
Yeah, it's changed a lot in certain aspects. I mean, the actual lifestyle hasn't changed in terms of still have to get woken up in the middle of the night by my son. I still have to put in the graft in the gym. None of that changes.
How old is your son now?
He'll be 2 in May.
Okay.
So yeah, having great fun with him sleeping at the moment. I mean, I'm up here, to be fair, Sunday to Friday, so I can't complain too much, especially if my wife's listening back home having nightmares with him. But no, we're just improving his sleep now. So yeah, it's hopefully that'll be all solved fairly soon. But yeah, outside, yeah, you get noticed a bit more. Got noticed on the way I was at the tube station. Some bloke was telling me that his grandson looks like me, and he's told his daughter that his grandson looks like me or something really random. But yeah, it was scrolling through his phone trying to find a picture of this guy, of this little baby. He's
but
like,
that's nice, right? That's
nice,
nice,
really
people
nice.
want to come up and that you're approachable.
Yeah, he go, he forgot my name. I mean, he'd written the name in the conversation because he'd showed me it. He's like, "Oh, you're the boxer, right?" And I was like, "Yeah, that'd be me." So yeah, no, so you get recognised a little bit more, but yeah.
You don't have a problem with the public. Benny hates him. You don't
Listen,
mind
anyone listening to this show, that's him. He don't public transport hates it.
I love it.
No, you
Absolutely
don't.
love it.
Where you going this weekend to the fight? Where are you sitting?
What?
Where are you sitting? Are you sitting with the
Well, I'm
public?
not sitting front row. I've got to go row B.
So I've nicked all your front rows. That's why.
Are you going? You going this weekend?
Yeah, I'll be there.
Okay, we'll talk about that fight in a moment. I'm just curious. You won your belt off a Coley, right?
Yeah.
So when you were,
Goodness for that.
I've heard. You were dancing. It was like Strictly Come Dancing. I've heard different stories from different boxers. So when you win a belt, right? What I'm led to believe is that you go, or however you get it, you get their belt that they brought with that night, and you have that belt until you get sent yours. Is that right?
No, that's almost what happened with mine. Usually you give it back, like as a term of respect, you give it back. But
hold on. So go back to the beginning. So you've won the fight.
So I've won the fight. I get the belt in the ring, his belt in the ring.
Right.
But then usually backstage, I'd go and give it, like all the other belts I'd won, I've gone and given them back.
Okay. And that's across the board. That's like a gimme, right? Everyone knows that.
Yeah, but with this fight, we had to go and get stitched up straight away in my eye with the Lawrence fight, and then press conference, and then drugs test, and I didn't leave the venue till 2:30 in the morning.
And where's the belt at this stage?
Well, with me for the press conference and stuff.
Right.
And then it would have, I don't know, maybe it was in the changing room. One of the team probably had it or whatever. But I would have liked to have taken it into Lawrence, to be honest. But he'd left by the time I got to that stage, and then I gave the belt back to his strength and conditioning coach, who I know. I gave it back to him a couple of weeks later at a fight.
I don't understand why would you give it back to him?
Because then you get sent your own.
Yeah, that's his belt
Forever.
To keep forever.
Yeah.
Oh, that's nice.
The only belt you don't keep forever is the British title.
Yeah.
And that's because you have to win it and then defend it 3 times to keep it, and then they'll make a new one. But world titles and
all of them, WBC, the ring, all of them.
As far as I know, yeah.
Wow. Do you think? I love the history of trophies, right? And obviously the majority of football trophies, if not all of them, all sports, the winner holds it for a year, and then you've got the history attached to it. Do you think that's a sad state of affairs that boxing doesn't have that? Would you like to hold the belt that one of the greatest ever fighters in your division's ever held?
I guess so in a way, but you're on that list, of world champions.
That's a good answer.
And then all I mean, you don't get winners' medals or anything like that in boxing, or trophies or anything like that. So I think it's a good way, and especially if they make you a specific belt, which is pretty cool, and it's a big moment. Yeah. So they make you the belt, and then they engrave it with your name, where you won it, the date, and stuff like that. So I mean,
how do you get it? Is there a postman knocks on you can sign for this?
Yeah. Basically, yeah.
No.
Yeah, someone. Yeah.
So if you were out, you got to wait till Saturday and go to the post office and queue up. Is it like that?
I can't remember how mine arrived. I think it arrived at my mum's house, and she was in.
Just leave it on the porch.
Yeah.
Yeah, next door neighbours got it.
Yeah.
How strange is that?
Yeah.
Do you wear it?
No, I don't actually know where. It's in my house somewhere, but I don't know where at the moment.
Oh no, come on.
What's the matter with you sports people?
I know everyone says this, but I think you've got some trophies and medals you wear around with you, Benny?
A lot of mine are in the loft,
exactly.
Which is poor. But my son, and you're obviously, my son's older than yours, he's 10. Like, he's obsessed with all the stuff. So he goes up to the loft, brings something down, puts it in his room. So I probably don't show it enough respect as you're probably saying, you don't know where yours is,
No,
but,
hold on.
but it's
He
more
shows it
important.
no respect. He's got hat-trick balls signed that his kids kick about.
Oh, no.
I mean, it's terrible, honestly.
I wouldn't have that. I would not have that.
No, but it's one of those where
Watch this. Your League Cup winners medal, where's that?
on the mantelpiece.
No, it's not.
I have no idea where that is.
His kid's got it. And he
hasn't even got that.
He's probably swapped it for like a Pokemon card at school or something.
but
Pair of trainers.
He appreciates it. He appreciates it like crazy.
Yeah.
Like the stuff and that. But I can understand what you're saying.
I mean, we've recently moved house, so like it's not big enough for some sort of cabinet or anything yet. And also, I don't want it in like the living room or the extension, because then that just looks so egotistical, doesn't it? Someone comes
That's
around
where
like,
mine will be.
is it though? You're world champion.
yeah, I know, but my house isn't for that. Do you know what I mean?
If I went
Like,
into your house, would I know it was owned by a boxer?
no, you'd think it's been owned by an interior designer, which it is, because that's my wife.
Oh, right.
My
Okay,
wife's
that's
job.
nice.
That's what she does.
Oh, okay,
And
decent.
she's
That's
done
nice.
a
See,
pretty good job.
If I had that belt, I'd just walk about in that and nothing else during the day. Listen, we've got you for another 15 minutes. Before we go to a break, you are in a documentary, is that right?
Yeah.
It's a 4-part documentary series called The Stable, The Boxing Game. And it follows the ups and downs inside the McGuigan family boxing gym. It's going to be coming to our screens on the BBC One and BBC iPlayer this Saturday. The series tracks 8 fighters from across the UK as they battle their way up boxing's ranks, including you.
Yep.
Did you have any kind of say-so in whether or not they would follow you about, or were you just told this is happening?
No, you have to give permission, but I mean, I've loved sports documentaries my whole life. I didn't really know, obviously, what was going to happen in my career. There was no roadmap, but it got the best years for me.
So when did they start?
They started in February 22, and then
amazing.
it went to June 23. So it got like 4 of my fights. Or only 3 are shown in the documentary, but 4.
The biggie.
4, yeah, that's in there.
Nice. And are they behind the scenes in the change room after you've won it?
Yeah, in the change room, and then in the fight week in the hotel and stuff, getting clips of that, and the whole gym as well. Really amazing. We've watched it. We've actually seen it a couple of weeks ago, and it's amazing. Like really emotional, all the highs and lows, and you get a real good. I think everyone will really enjoy it.
Yeah, I love stuff like that. I've got to wait till Saturday, annoyingly, but I will watch that on the iPlayer.
talkSPORT Drive. Super opinionated sporting debate. Monday to Friday afternoon from 4 on AM, on DAB, via the talkSPORT app and on your smart speaker. talkSPORT.